Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly reading, your weekly tarot reading. I am tuning into a divine channel, translating these messages of guidance, support to help you find clarity, understanding, and hopefully some joy and amusement along the way. So I'm glad that you're here. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, your specific questions, there's a link in the description box below. You can schedule an appointment with me. Let's get started, shall we, Aries? In the past, we have the Hermit. Ooh, I'm definitely feeling... There was partially in the past going within to find your own answers. I feel like you kind of had to because the people around you weren't making sense. You could mask yourself, and but it's exhausting. So it feels like the people you're around, I don't know where they're sourcing their answers, but it doesn't feel like within. And so it feels a little lonely, I'm not gonna lie, where we're starting. Ooh. For some of you, something ended. There was an end to something in your experience. And I'm also getting, you might be dealing with a Scorpio in the past. That might just be for a specific few of you. It's about your abundance. It's about what you want to build for yourself. I want to put an end to this, me being alone, me being isolated, me being the only one seeing things the way I'm seeing them. Something has to transform, and it feels like you've done a lot of inner work in the past when I'm tuning in, and you want to build, you want money, you want bank in the past, you want to put an end to this isolation. And so I feel like you're focusing on your finances, because if I can build some stability for myself, then I can create the environment that I want. There's something about your finances feel like a way to, a path to freedom for yourself, to create something lasting for yourself and those you love. I don't even know in the past if you know who that is, but it's a dream that there's people who get me, who I get. We're on the same frequency. We're unmasked. This feels like I'm so tired of being masked in the past. All right, Aries. In present time, we've got the Four of Wands in reverse. Breakup, something, a lack of joy, a lack of celebration, a lack of movement. It does feel like something's falling apart. Something maybe that you've worked on for a long time. Not sure what this is yet. Something's falling apart because someone... I feel like someone's manifesting this split. Someone's not happy. Someone has really, someone in your environment is just not in a good spot. And they are manifesting from lack, from fear, from pain. And it's like boy, they just, okay, I feel like they messed up their life. They were reckless and careless with their own life, with their own joy. They were reckless with the people in their lives and their joy. And so now they feel they want to wreck anywhere that they're the happiness hater. This person, I don't think they're not consciously saying this is what I'm doing. It's coming from a very unconscious place. They just, oh my God. This energy is just the worst. They don't realize that what they're doing, how they're manifesting, is affecting themselves. They just can't. They're so jealous and envious. They messed up their connection. Whoever this is, they messed up their relationship. They messed up their happiness. I don't know how, but that's how it's coming through. They messed it up. Boy, it keeps coming through. Like, that energy is like, no, it wasn't. Yes, you. You messed up your relationship. You messed up your own happiness. And this person has no boundaries. This person doesn't understand boundaries. This person teaches a lack of boundaries. Boundaries are this person's nemesis because they figure out how to get close to you, and then they just wreak havoc. So whoever that's this energy is so disruptive. It's kind of hard for me as I'm tuning into it to translate, because it's so frustrating. This person, the lack of accountability, and they hide in victim mentality. Yeah. All right. It looks like you are having a new beginning, maybe away from this energy, or you're very focused on your finances. This reminds me of your past energy, like a decision that all that I want, first I need to make money. Looks like you're getting out of some mindsets that kept you very stuck and limited for a long time. You're releasing a lot of burdens. Some of the burdens, it feels like, comes from this happiness hater. Whoever this is in your life, this happiness hater. I feel like whatever this person's energy, you're no longer feeling trapped by this person. You might be even letting this person go. Anything that this person is just can't have anything new because they're all lies. And you're not allowed to point out, like, hey, maybe you should. Yeah, this person is just so lying, the lack of truth, and it feels like you're just any type of communication with this person. The difficulty here is whenever you communicate with this person, you have to lie too. This person is so masked and so delusional that you have to kind of play your part, your role, and you're like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that was so mean what that person did to you. Even though I feel like you're like, yeah, you asked for that. You did this to yourself. I feel like you're like, dude, I think that you hate having to mask your truth just to communicate with this person. You have to dim your light. You have to pretend that you're someone who you're not, and it just feels draining. messages from your higher self is the Knight of Swords in reverse. That same type of, I have to lie, I have to pretend that I don't see these things about you, that you're your worst enemy, that it's just exhausting. This person, the happiness hater, is never going to change because they are staying in that same storyline, and the people around them they don't allow anyone to tell the truth. They take offense to the truth. And, jeez. There's a new idea coming around. Oh no, this happiness hater is just, they're really unhappy about someone who's very independent, someone who's looking good, someone who's independent, but they see them as, they're trying to bash someone. I feel like you know who they're bashing. I feel like this might be their ex. It's just victim stuff. There's no new strategy. This is the same repetitive type of energy. Feels like there's some type of new energy, some type of new passion. Gosh, it's like whenever a new idea comes in, this energy is just a damp blanket. Happiness hater / damp blanket. God, whoever you're around is just, any new possible opportunity, something comes in and they're like, no, I can't, the world's against me. Like they're just their own worst enemy. And somehow you're attached to them. They're just taking over even your reading, this energy. Oof. The challenge is to not have a tower. No, I feel like this is your tower's coming. The foundation of this connection can't go on. It feels like, yes, it feels like something's falling apart with this energy. I can't go on and be myself and happy and fulfilled and be in this connection. Something's got to give. Something is breaking apart, something unexpected. There's a tower. Something's falling apart. This whole type of mentality, it feels like it's no longer something, like the energies can no longer sustain these delusional lies, this masked way of being. Yeah, I don't feel like there's any clarifying. The challenge is that something is blowing up about this relationship. That you can't build on this relationship. You can't, it's a shallow connection because everybody's masked. Everybody's telling everybody what they think they need to hear or want to hear. No one can tell the truth. I feel like this energy annoys the hell out of you. Like you're so angry. There's repressed rage at this energy, but somehow you don't feel that you have permission. Maybe it's like a parent, or there's some type of role, a boss, some type of role where you don't feel that you can address it, but it's coming to a head this week. Wow. What's hidden is the Six of Cups in reverse. This is someone from your past, someone who's still in your life. It does feel like a long relationship. I I feel like what's hidden is you don't need this person any longer. That what's hidden is that if this person can only meet you as to the degree to which they've met themselves, and they haven't really met themselves other than kind of petty and victim-y, and they're stuck in that spot. They're incapable. They're so self-focused on how I feel and how it should be for me, that there's no room to love you. There's no care for how you are experiencing the connection, them, your life. It's all about them. They are the center of their world, which is a-okay, but they expect everyone else to be. Oh God, I think what's hidden is releasing this energy and realizing you're much better off, that this is not a loving, caring connection. I think they hoodwinked you, and you might have hoodwinked yourself, that I need this connection because they are so-and-so to me. But it is unloving. I keep getting it's unloving. What's hidden is this is not loving for you. It's not even loving for themselves, because they're lying to themselves. There's a lack of love here. There's a lot of projected blame and wet blanketing of any happiness, any joy. This person is so unhappy that anyone who finds a bit of happiness for themselves, they're jealous, and they'll tear it down, and they'll belittle, they'll minimize, and then be like, well, but I'm just helping. Yeah. Oof. Oh, I can feel the fire, Aries, your rage that has not been expressed. It feels like, how can I honor my emotions, my feelings, my frustration, and how can I also communicate this in a way that is truthful and honest, that honors me, where I love myself? Your opportunity is justice. Yes, bringing balance to this type of connection. We are all equals. We are all equals. Not one person is more special and above the other. We are all important. And somehow this person and this type of energy has decided that they can do whatever they want because of some title that they have in comparison to you. And that they can treat you any way that they want. And I feel like you're addressing these. No, actually you can't. There are repercussions to treating people that way. Wow, by speaking your truth, by bringing justice, you end that cycle, the world. This is big, Aries. This is a leveling up. This is something that I feel like there's this belief that you have to create a whole other world. That's why you're focusing on your finances. And then you'll like populate that world with people who are like-minded. But really, I feel like you're becoming more and more the person you've always wanted to be. You're speaking your mind. You're no longer repressing your rage, your emotions, your passions. It doesn't feel like you just going off on this person. It feels like addressing it and communicating it in a grounded way. Pretty much what I'm tuning in, it does not seem that the people, whoever you are, if you do communicate your truth and you create justice for yourself, equality and communicate your truth, it ends a cycle, but this person is going to claim victimhood. I think you're expecting that. You don't, it's not, this whole thing, this whole reading isn't about trying to heal that person, change their mind, get them to see things your way. It's about you deciding what's right for you, you making a choice for you and your growth. And it looks like by you choosing you and you being honest, it helps somehow with your finances, because you're more honest, you're more authentic, you speak your truth, and you're also, by speaking your truth to those who are just kind of clinging in your life, if they're victim-y and pull themselves away from your energy, is that a bad thing? Because it looks like this helps you with your finances. Somehow this is blocking you from creating and generating some wealth by not feeling comfortable, not by feeling obligated that you can't decide for yourself who is invited to your party, who's allowed in. This person is kind of grandfathered their way in, might be a grandfathered their way in, and I feel like you're setting some things straight. You're creating healthy boundaries. Your possible outcome is the Chariot, and this, by creating boundaries, by communicating your truth, by not masking to these energies, it doesn't feel like you're going off. It feels like you're just, like I'm talking right now, you're asserting, you're communicating your truth. That was hurtful. I don't enjoy that. Please respect my boundaries. That they get butthurt, but you move on. You have a whole other skill. And now anybody who asserts themselves, they can't assert themselves. You're choosing who has access to you, and you get to decide if that communication from them was hurtful or not. They don't get to decide, oh, that wasn't, oh, come on, that's not hurtful. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, now you're minimizing and gaslighting me. I'm telling you that what you said hurt me and hurt my feelings. And we might have a broader issue here at hand if I'm not allowed to communicate to you when you've crossed a boundary and hurt my feelings. I feel that's a pretty fundamental part, an aspect of being my friend and having access to me, is that you care about how I feel, and that when something does rub me the wrong way or hurts my feelings, or I want to communicate a truth, that you're open to that, to receiving that, and to talk about it. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It makes everybody feel awkward and a little conflict, but we're adults. Right? We can work through the discomfort. And apologies like, well, I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings. Not really an apology. I think an apology is, I've put myself in your shoes and I see how this hurt you, even if it was not my intention. And that I am so sorry that I hurt you. How can I would like to adjust and talk about how I can adjust, how I can change so we can make this work. I would like to work this out. Would it be best if we don't talk about these subjects, or only in this way, or do I ask you first? So there's follow-up. Apology is like the very least, it's the smallest part, but to me, apologizing, I'm sorry, is telling me that you realize that was not your intention and that you want to work through and find resolution. It's not just, I'm sorry, can we go on? Can we move on? Can we, like you're the problem. So this energy, this type of energy, if you communicate an issue and that does create an awkward situation, because you're not going along and pretending that everything's fine, they can't have they can't have that awkwardness, that they don't know how to move past that. And so you end up being the problem, the bad guy, because you made them feel awkward. Well, sure, they can't see that, no, actually there was a step before that. You did something, you said something that hurt my feelings. And I get that you are unaccustomed to acknowledging hurting others' feelings, because you've done this a lot in my life. Wow, there's a lot coming through. I'm just going to leave it here. This is huge, Aries. This is big. This is really owning your throat chakra, creating healthy boundaries, speaking your mind. And it looks like the benefit is that you really move forward quick. It's like, I've got this tool now. This is the difficult part. But once you have this as a skill, then you can move forward and it'll be faster and easier as you practice. So, all right, that's your reading, Aries. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.